Australian teenager is almost over, with the 14-year-old due to arrive home this morning. The New South Wales teen ran through the airport to avoid a final media frenzy before he boarded his flight. His family hopes the ordeal will serve as a strong warning to other young Australians.
This is strong warning for another Australian boy to stop using the marijuana.
The teenager spent 2 months in detention after he was caught with marijuana in October. Sydney police are searching for a group of men who allegedly broke into a home and assaulted a man last night. The 21-year-old man was asleep on the lounge in his West Guildford home when he was woken by someone at the door. It's believed 3 men then forced their way inside, bashing the man with a baseball bat and a paving brick. A car window was also smashed in the attack. The homicide squad has been called in to investigate the stabbing death of a man in Melbourne's outer east last night. Police were called to Cockatoo at around midnight after reports of a burglary. The body of a 38-year-old man was found at the scene. He'd been stabbed a number of times. A controversial range of pre-mixed cocktails has hit Australian shelves, targeted at calorie-conscious female drinkers. But local health experts are warning drinks like Skinny Girl are a dangerous marketing ploy.
We see the absolute devastation, the wrecked lives, and that's obviously, people say, oh, that doesn't happen to me, but it does.
The cocktail line is already a hit in the US. It's enough to make car lovers cringe after 8 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes-Benz and a Lamborghini were all involved in a crash on a Japanese highway. One driver slipped on the wet road, causing the pile-up, which involved 14 cars in total. The luxury vehicles were being driven by a group of car enthusiasts. Whoops. No one was seriously injured, but hearts were broken. I'm sure.
That's going to say that's a ritzy area. Those sorts of cars on it.
That's a car club. How awful
break your heart, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it? And your wallet.
Beautiful
and
machinery. There goes the no-claim bonus.
There goes the mortgage, the superannuation, everything. Kaput.
Let's see if we can make you some money to pay for the repair bill. Wall Street steady over the weekend, ahead of a very big week in finance. Reserve Bank board meeting here tomorrow, discussing interest rates. Then on Friday night our time, the big European summit to decide basically whether the Euro zone will fall apart or not. The Aussie dollar is buying $1.02 US, 80 Japanese yen and almost 66 British pence. Time for sport.
His first test has bowled Australia to victory over New Zealand at the Gabba. James Pattinson is the latest of our new generation bowlers, claiming a superb 5-wicket haul to inspire the Aussies to a 9-wicket win.
The selectors pick us knowing that we can try and do a job for them, and look, I'm just happy to be able to do that for the Australian cricket team.
And Michael Clarke has defended Phil Hughes with calls to axe him from the squad. Casey Dell'Acqua says she's in peak form ahead of the Australian Open playoffs. She's recovered from injury and will face Ashley Barty as part of the women's round-robin qualifier.
I'm feeling really good. The body's healthy, so I'm looking forward to this week, and then I'm looking forward to beginning next year. Top-seeded
Greg Jones and Chris Guccione are tipped for the men's wild card. Team Vodafone driver Jamie Whincup has claimed his 3rd V8 Supercars title, winning the championship by just 35 points.
The championship is more competitive than it's ever been, and I'm so thankful with my results.
Plenty of drivers found the wet Sydney track too tough, crashing out in the final race of the season. The drivers will unwind tonight at the V8 Supercar Gala dinner. Big night to get together and wrap up the season. All right, proving he is a man for all seasons and all territories, whether it's north or south, Grant Denyer cleaned himself up, growing the beard, now in Sydney and a little chilly, mate.
Yeah, I'm feeling the difference between the Gulf and Sydney at the moment, mate. In fact, most of the eastern seaboard has got a bit of a chilly one. Hey, where are you, summer, for crying out loud? It's terrible at the moment. Most places are below average for this time of the year. Sydney's only had, what, 23 degrees, 10 below in Melbourne at times, 5 below on average. Brisbane's a bit the same. The good news is by the end of this week, we should see that warmth start to return, and then out come the T-shirts, the shades go on, and the good times roll as we have a look at the forecast for the final time this morning.
Sunrise weather for Beacon Lights.
With some heavy rain around northern and central parts of Queensland, thanks to a trough of low pressure. A high to the south of the country will bring some fine weather and sunny weather too to much of South Australia, Victoria, Tasmania and inland New South Wales. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms are due over WA. A few showers and 24 for Brisbane. Sydney, just 19 degrees with a shower or two forecast. 20 and partly cloudy for Canberra. Finer 23 for Melbourne. 19 with a little morning drizzle in Hobart. Sunny in Adelaide and 27 degrees. The chance of an afternoon thunderstorm for Perth and 33. 34 with an afternoon shower or storm for Darwin. I feel like I'm in thermal shock. The temperature range is so different. It's really hard to get used to. And sometimes even you can't even hang your washing out in these kind of conditions because there's no warmth, and boy do we have some washing.
Ooh, I bet. All right, we'll let you get to it.
Yeah, go home and do some washing.
Yep.
You will. See you soon.
After the break.